Hello there folks, my name is Great Mighty Poe, and welcome to part 68 of Elden Ring Reforged Master Mode. Let's get back into this. Now we can head off this way. And yeah, last time we took out some Spirit Crucible Knights and a Spirit Call Snail. Didn't manage to get Spirit Call Snail in the Codex, but that's okay. Coming over this way, mostly for this here. On Everjail, I'm going to ignore the stone dudes around it for the moment. I just want to focus on the Everjail. The Cuckoo's Everjail, this is obviously where you find Curry Knight bowls. Why didn't you drink that? Drink that, please. Yeah. There you go. Once he does the roar, he will do his other attacks, which makes it a bit easier to fight him. I say easier, but... Thanks, camera. So obviously he can also do the blade attack, which we will need to watch out for. So yeah, I think my advice for this is to just get distance, and that way you're not getting so punished by them. Looks like he got a little bit of a buff there. He's not too hard, as long as you respect him. I don't normally respect the troll fights, and I tend to get my ass kicked, but with bowls, you gotta do it. Let's back up for this. Yeah. Just because I know that I can potentially get wombo comboed quite bad if I get hit by those and his attacks at the same time. I'm gonna take a heal, because I'm a little bit scared. Yeah, I was stuck in a long animation there, that was my fault. There we go, got him down first try. Barely, but we got him down first try. A Great Blade Phalanx and a Rune Piece. So yeah, he's essentially just one of the Troll Knights. I think he gave the exact same amount of runes as that snail, by the way. I feel like the snail should give more than the troll, because the troll is, well, he's just a troll, and he doesn't really have anything unique to set him apart from the other trolls, which is kind of sad. Like, I feel like Bowls deserves something unique, because he is, you know, apparently a Karian Knight, which is, you know, different than just being a Troll Knight, I think. I'm not too sure how that works, but yeah. Effective sorcery will slowly restore a portion of the FP used to cast it, yeah. I haven't mentioned that before either, but the Phalanx spells, they're essentially, you cast them, and then they restore the FP used to cast them slowly over time. So you can just sort of keep them up constantly. Just, you know. as a defensive thing, I think, more than anything. It's pretty good. Right.
Share them with me. Thorn.
Keep leveling up that dexterity. Awesome. I feel I'm missing rune pieces everywhere in this area, but hey, it's okay. Yeah, I feel kind of sorry for Bowles. He's just a normal troll knight in Neverjail, doesn't have anything unique about him. He just kind of exists, and yeah, nothing special, sadly. Just kind of sad. And he has a funny name as well, so like, you know, he needs something. Well, that's not the best. 5 hits to kill one of these things? Ew. They've got really funny attacks though. Okay, Sentry Stone level 3, I don't need to kill them again. That's perfectly fine by me to just get level 3 and be done with them. I think we're heading towards the Lobster Beach. Oh wow, that's a really cool view. I've never really looked up that way from here. You get a good view of the start of the Bellum Highway. Like, you know I'm here. Why are you going to the side, mate? What is this? Get out of here. There's another bat there. Yeah, I'm gonna point my sword at you. Let me get him out of here. Cool. So obviously taking them out because we do have more bats here that we don't want to get swarmed by. Because we've got that operatic bat there and they are a little bit tougher. Holy shit, a stun spray. There we go. Mostly killed them because they give a Golden Rune 2000, which I very much want. Could have sworn there was a rune piece around here somewhere, but I have no idea where it would have been. Could be on any of these rocks or anything, potentially. So I'm just gonna move on. Oh yeah, there was a dungeon here that I ignored, but it's not real, it can't hurt me yet. Gonna head up to the sisters at this point. Why are the jellyfish out in the daytime? They normally only spawn here at night, but they're here during the day, which is interesting. I'll take any chance to kill some jellyfish though, when not trying to murder me at the same time. So in this area we do have the Mausoleum Troll Knights to watch out for. They're not too bad. The biggest issue with them is that you cannot get a riposte on them. But they don't cast the Glint Blade Phalanx like other Troll Knights, so, you know, that's good. I love their haunting roar. I was gonna say, should have been a stance break at this point. Ow. Got the Mausoleum Troll Knight. One of them at least. There is a couple more in this area that we do need to take down as well. Heading this way, there is a camp here. It's a pretty tough camp, I will say. It's one of the ones that I have called out in the past for being stingy with flask refills. It gives you none for some reason. So that's why we're heading to Three Sisters first, is because, well, heading up there is easier. I'll go through Leonia in the order of, this shit sucks less than that shit. I think, yep, we'll have the second one there. And there'll be one further up the path as well. Aha, you didn't poison me. Because I have slight immunity. Ow. Right, let's go take out this boy. Imagine if they're like that empty roar they do. Oh, they can do the Good Blade Phalanx. Interesting. Imagine if that empty roar they did though, like summon some Mausoleum soldiers to come attack you from just out of thin air. That could be a cool boss fight. And they do respawn, by the way, so you don't get locked out of losing the Mausoleum Soldier, or Mausoleum Troll Knight, whatever, Codex entry if you fail to get them in the Codex. You can always come back here and get them in. And here's the third and final one. Stamina run out. Hey, Muslim Troll Knight level 3. Beautiful. They can also drop the Troll Knight Sword as well. It's a little bit of a low chance, but they can drop the Troll Knight Sword, like the other Troll Knights can as well. So 4 Belfries. 4 Belfries, yet only 3 Knights. Interesting. Jesus, Torrent. I want to just have a look at the top. Okay, come on, Torrent. There you go. Let me have a look up here. Okay, nothing. Here we got Crumbling Lands just goes to Far Missoula. If you want to get any of the Far Missoula Beastman weapons, so the Curved Sword and the Curved Greatsword they have, you can go there for those. I have done that in the past, and it was pretty good. I believe I was doing a Bolt run, and I was also using the Far Missoula Beastman Ashes at the time. Really good Spirit Ashes, by the way. Precipice of Anticipation takes us back to the start of the game. And then the Night Sky Unceasing. That is obviously the portal that'll take you to Nokron, taking you to the Crucible Knight there. That Crucible Knight, though, is a lot different. That is Crucible Knight Hernan now. And they are a end-game boss. Like, end-game boss. They are on the same level of scaling as Melania. So do not take them on unless you are prepared. Compute Sword Key is legendary now. They have a changed thing? Think well before using one. I don't know if that is new or not, but yeah. Essentially it's warning you that the, all these portals here, even though they are in Liurnia, the areas they take you to are not Liurnia. So they're not scaled to Liurnia, so don't expect them to be easy. How much does it take to level up? It takes another 4,000-ish. Is that enough? I need a little tiny bit more. There are birds. Where are the birds? Okay, I need one more bird, I think. Oh wait, no, okay, I read it wrong. Okay, I didn't need to kill that bird. I feel bad now.
Share them with me. Your thought.
Oh yeah, and actually let me... Essentially I want a weapon with good crits, so I think these swords are perfectly okay for that. Yeah, they're +9. And I want to switch them to lightning as well, just because more damage. So yes, this one, and I'll make that lightning. Awesome. And we want the buckler as well. So I'm going to try this and see how it goes. It probably will not go very well, but I want to just give it a shot. Don't need to worry about losing our runes, and I can give this a few attempts, and we'll sort of just play it by ear. So, yeah. Precipice of Anticipation. Let's use that imbued sword key. And let's go in here. So, this crafted Scion. Early in the game, when you first start the game, he is scaled normally, as you would expect. When you come back here, though, he gets a big scaling buff, and he is scaled up to Leyndell tier. So he is as difficult as a Grafted Scion would be if you plopped it down in the middle of Leyndell. So, yeah. A little bit tough, but hey. We'll give it a shot, and we'll see how we do. You can see he's got the golden eyes to really indicate that. So he does a lot of damage. And you need to get 2 to parry. Why did that hit me? Yeah. 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 The other thing I can do, and I think I'm gonna go do, is get a better weapon for parrying. Well, not for parrying, for riposting. Because that's where most of my damage is coming from, so I want to make sure that I have a good weapon for that. So let's go to round table.
Well, I took you no matter how you're out.
54,000, that's more than enough for what I have in mind. Let's go to Carle. So we do have the one fragment that we can buy, the Whipblade fragment, that we haven't purchased yet, which is what I am planning to do.
Always.
So yep, that's 24,000.
Goodbye.
And the Whipblade fragment. I'm gonna grab the Knight affinity. Knight is plus crit, and it scales with dexterity, so pretty good.
Well, I took you no matter how you're out.
Right, let's see what we need to grab. So we need 9 of you, 8 of you, and 5 of you. And what one will we go for? So I'd say the Misericord has a 175 crit, and yes, that is definitely the best we can do. So we'll upgrade the Misericord. Awesome. So that's at plus 9. And let's put a Ash of War into that. Doesn't really matter what Ash of War we put in, so long as we have the Knight. So boost stealth attack damage. I think that also includes crit damage. I'm not too sure. You can see the crit goes to 180. So, awesome. So we go from 202 to 176, but we do have a higher crit multiplier. And we'll give this a go. Obviously, I'm going to lose this 19,000. Let's not lose that 19,000, actually. Let's do that. There we go. Craft those back down. I did lose a few runes there, but it's whatever. I should probably put the plus dexterity tier in my physic. I wanted to see the damage, mate. Come on, do the attack. Really? This is ridiculous. What do you mean these aren't going through? There we go. What's the damage like? need to go change my physic flask now. Full belfries. I guess we go strength as well, just because there's a little tiny bit of scaling from that as well. So that'll give us a little bit more damage for 10 minutes. In terms of talismans... only one I can think of would be the Assassin's Crimson Dagger. Just in case I do take a little bit of damage, that can help me get it back. Right, now we got this set up, let's get this one more attempt, and then I'm gonna go have some lunch. Aw. Yeah. 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 Oh, We did it. Awesome. Ornamental straight sword, golden beast crest shield, and 2, count them, 2 rune pieces. Obviously that is a more difficult fight, so it does reward you with 2 rune pieces, which is pretty nice. Yeah, you heard no commentary from me during that fight. I was just in uber concentration mode. It does take a lot of concentration to get that fight done. Obviously, if you're playing the mod normally, I do not recommend doing early Scion. Unless you're on one of the lower difficulties, you can just put it on God mode and fight them. But it is very much like for skilled players if you want to test yourself. And so you can do. But it is very difficult. Obviously, as I mentioned, it was Lane-Dell scaled, which makes it a lot harder to deal with. So, yeah. Right, I need to grab a few things. First of all, Stormhawk King, and we'll get this Grace. And we'll level up as well. So yeah, essentially, you keep baiting out that same attack. Just keep dodging and weaving and baiting out that same attack and getting the parries in, and eventually you'll whittle him down. Like that's the advice I have for him. If you're doing him early, if you're fighting him any other time, you can fight him a bit more aggressively, a bit more normally. But if you're doing him early like I did, yeah, you're gonna want to use those parries, and yeah. Not as bad as the Zamor, honestly. I have not spent as long on this as I did on the Zamor, so, you know. 10 Starlight tokens in that chest, which is massive. And then Stormhawk Dean. Now, why would we want to take on such a difficult boss early? Like, what is the real reward? Well, aside from what we did get, like all this stuff here, as well as, you know, a pretty decent dex weapon, which I might actually look at using, rather than my current straight swords, might switch to these ones, could be pretty fun. The main thing is you can come back to the altar here, and you can start doing the Starlight Token shop. So those Starlight tokens we've been collecting throughout the run, plus 10 we got up there, allow us to purchase great many things. Every single weapon in the game, including DLC, all for 10. So you can get 1 weapon or 1 shield. There's even the dueling shield. Ooh. Light Greatsword was the one that I was very, very wanting to get. We saw the perfume bottles, the Claws of Night, all that A+. And they have 140 crit. Oh my god, those could be really fun. Oh yeah, Thiolier's Hidden Needle. God, there's so many weapons. So many good weapons too. Oh, the Vulcan Militia Showdown is now a Reaper. And it's got S-scaling. Oh wow, interesting. Didn't know that. Yeah, the barbed, yep, yep, there's, yep. There's a lot, oh, yeah. There's lots of really cool stuff in here. Obviously, there's, like, all of the new stuff, like the Felthorn Stake as well, that ERR adds. So, there is a lot of stuff. Oh, the Putricious, oh, wow, okay. And Death Knight Long. Oh, that'd be the Twin Axes. They're Faith, actually. And they have Curse and Lightning. Ooh, okay. Euphoria. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Great Katanas. Oh, yeah, the Rakshasas is actually got that A scaling. It's pretty good, actually. Sword of Night was what I was looking at as well. Because it has that Witching Hour slash. Obviously, the Cirques, the backhand blades, which are really, really good. Dancing Blade. Fire damage increases with persistent perfect actions. Ah. Oh, it's a fire dex weapon. That is very interesting. That's a very interesting weapon. The Avianet Scimitars. There's Queelines. Yeah, that's a pretty good weapon. Oh, man. Yeah, there's Milady. Milady, Letter Sword, and, that looks like it, actually. What happened to the twin swords? Is there only these two? Did they change the, those twin swords to, something else? Because if so, that's pretty sad. I think the Velvet Sword Citrina's got some unique stuff as well with it. There's a lot of weapons here that we could potentially nab. Oh yeah, the Mangoche, the Finite... Oh, the Finite Short Sword, that's a new weapon, actually. I think? Maybe? I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, the Knight's Edge. This is a really, really good crit weapon. You can see it's got that 180 crit, and then the scaling dex as well. So, yeah, there's some really, really solid weapons here that are really tempting. Obviously, it's all the armor, so... Helmets cost 3. Yeah, everything costs 3. I thought that, oh no, gauntlets cost 2, and pants cost 2. Okay, so it's 10 for a full set, essentially. So if you do have an armor set you want, you can get that here. All the talismans, they're 10 each, so, you know, all the talismans you could want. Obviously, tempting one is, Dagger Talisman. There's all the spells, so they are all 6. That is a, explosion looking thing. But there's a lot of spells that we could potentially get. There are Ashes of War, so all the Ashes of War. Including Spinning Chain. That looks actually like a vanilla icon. I gotta say, well done to whoever made that. I think Ivy was learning how to try and make Ash of War icons that looked really, really close to what they look like. So that's actually really well done, gotta say. Yeah, all the Spirit Ashes. So they're all the same price now. They used to be variant in cost, so some of the more powerful ones were more expensive. I think like Blythe was quite expensive. And yes, Blythe's the Spirit Summon in this mod. Mimic Tear should be removed, that's my hot take. They've even got some of the, like, ones the mod added, so like the Zamorlite and the Ancient... Oh no. The Zamorlite, that's a vanilla one. No, that was a vanilla one. This one, yeah. That's a, mod one. And that's a mod one, yeah. It's hard to tell sometimes, because they are so close with the icons. They do really good work. All the Crystal Tears. The heck is that one? Oh, Nearby Allies. Yeah. All the cookbooks, which is actually pretty good. They only cost 2. So I'm tempted to grab some cookbooks, particularly one for Deathblight boluses, which could be really helpful. And then obviously miscellaneous, all the tools, a bunch of materials. I think this is like 100? No, it's 400 for one. Yeah, so you can get like a bunch of the materials if you want them. And then like the fortunes. So you've got like all the legendary fortunes as well. The various palettes as well, the Faded Whetblade, some of the bell bearings, if you want some of the consumable stones. So like, yeah, I've been rambling and talking about this a lot, but it is a really, really cool system that I've got here. And I was looking at those Claws of Night going, ooh, they could be really, really fun. I never really got a chance to use them. So I'm actually going to grab those, if I can find them again. Yep, A plus with the magic. That could be pretty good. We'll grab those. Awesome. And I'm wondering what else I want to grab. Oh, the Smithscript Spear. I was wondering what that was. There's just so many weapons. It's so cool. Oh, Smithcraft Axe, Smith Soldier Axe. Oh, the branch staff, that's a new weapon. That's a pretty cool one. Oh, the Starline sword. I was thinking of getting one of the backhand blades as well. The Curse Blade Cirque is always pretty fun with that deadly dance. The regular backhand blade is also quite good, but that's more quality based by the looks of it. And then there was like the dancing blades of Renar, which was very interesting looking, and also the Folks. I wonder what happened to Rolana's weapons. Like I don't see them anymore. Maybe they're just not in the shop. Maybe that's a bug. I don't know. Because like they're normally a light greatsword, and I haven't seen them anywhere else because I'm blind. We're gonna be here for another hour as I and ha about this. Talismans are also quite good. Could get the two-headed toe talisman, which is really, really good. Could get the Dragon Crest Great Shield. Could get Erdtree Saber +2. The Sharp Shot. Not something I'd use, but interesting. Dancing attacks, especially during perfect actions. Yeah. I'm thinking I grab Erdtree Favor +2, because that's quite late into the game where you get it. Yes, Ashen Capital, so it'll be quite some time before we get that, so I'm actually going to grab that. And I think I can grab a cookbook. No, I can't. I only have one left. Okay, so we've got Claws of the Night and Erdtree Saber +2, which, you know, makes us get a good boost in both of those, which is good. Also, we need to swap things back before I forget. Let's swap back to the Godric Knight set. And I guess we could rock Claws of the Night at this point. That's pretty cool. I gotta say, I like them a lot. I never really got a chance to use them in vanilla. And they got the throwing on the R2s. Oh my god. Yeah, these are gonna be fun. Awesome. We're also gonna pop to the Gilded Court, because something here I can show now is if we pop over... Well, actually, first thing first, let's check our death counter. We're gonna check this in a little bit, and I'm curious. Probably over... Well, 500, yeah, over 500. 526 times. Understandable. Love these things. These things are cool. I believe in this back corner here, yes, the Shrine of Anticipation gives us access to that Starlight token purchasing place. So we don't have to go back to the Altar of Anticipation. We can just be here. And that's all good. Right. Let's pop up to Hugh. Let's upgrade these weapons. Should we get into +3? They should be pretty potent.
Well, I took you no matter how you're on.
Oh, it takes 3. Interesting. So I can't upgrade them to Somber 3 yet, but +2 is still going to be pretty solid, I'd imagine. It's 186 AR, which is pretty good. And we can take off that there. And I guess we'll put a seal there, potentially? Rather than having the buckler there. Cool. You go back to full Belfries and end off. Finally! I've got a bit of editing to do. I've got to edit out so many deaths and cut this down to size, so yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess because I've upgraded so I can buy 1s and 2s now. God, these things look nasty. I love them. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and actually, I guess I don't really have any criticisms of the Grafted Scion. I normally do, like, if I face a difficult fight, I, like, criticize it. But I feel like because this is just a Grafted Scion, and it is very much intended that you do not fight it until quite later. Like, it's Lane Delta, as I said 3 times now. I feel like any criticism I do have, but it's just related to the fact that I was fighting it too early. I do like how they have sort of, I guess, early proofed it a little bit. So it's like that only skilled players can take on, and something that you do get rewarded for, obviously. That is, I think, a good change. I do quite like that. So the needing 2 parries to get the riposte, the, you know, I think it's the only real change. I feel like that one combo that I rely on to get the parry felt a little bit more rare. But that could just be, you know, it is just RNG on what moves it picks. So it could just be unlucky on some attempts that I didn't get the opportunity to parry very often. Or it could have been tweaked. I don't know. It could go either way. But it doesn't really matter because, you know, just been a little more waiting around, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, nothing really to say about the Grafted Scion. He's perfectly fine. He does his job of guarding that altar pretty damn well. So yeah, I'll say once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good one.